from a national team perspective, what we're trying to do is we're trying to connect the dots. You know, so we're talking to the college coaches. I talk to NASL coaches. Talk to the MLS coaches, and I talk to all the different coaches overseas, and see, you know, where all of our guys are. You know, and if I watch since a half a year, kind of closely, sometimes a bit closer, sometimes a bit more from distance. A little kid called Ibarra or a striker called Ramirez that play in the NSL, then we watch them. I send the coaches out there. That's why we have, you know, scouts out there and have a look at that kid. You know, maybe there are a couple of other guys that just didn't go through that pathway. You know, they didn't go this pathway. You know, and so our job is to identify the talent, figure out how good he really is. We gotta read kind of a little bit. Okay, where could he go, his path? You know, what consequence does it have that he's now with us, for him personally? But also sending out that signal to all the other players out there, saying, you know what, we understand there are so many different directions because the US soccer landscape is what it is. It's so different to the rest of the world. So we're looking around and talk to the college coaches if there's another Jordan Morris. You know, we sent Jordan Morris with the under-23s now to Brazil because this is huge, you know, playing the under-23s of Brazil. So he's thrilled. But otherwise he would have been here with the senior national team, even if he's playing just for Stanford, you know. So this is what we have to do. We have to look around and encourage everybody to kind of push himself. You know, we can now give Miguel Ibarra, we can talk to him and tell him, listen, this is what you need now. You know, this is where you got to step it up. This is what you understand from a tempo, pace point of view, you know, and so forth, which is, for us coaches, that's what we love to do. We love to talk to the players and tell them, you know, what it takes to hopefully get the next kind of step in your career done. So, but it's not my job now to say MLS is here and NASL is there. That's, you know, hopefully something that we get a clearer picture of down the road. You find these players just by purely talking with coaches out there in all levels, you know. I mean, his coach is a good friend of Tab Ramos. They played together in their days. So many Lagos, you know, so it's not that we kind of had to reach, you know, down to South America or somewhere. You have coaches here in the South community, they're all over. College coaches, NASL coaches, USL Pro coaches, you know, so we want to see, you know, where these kids are and what's happening. So if there's a special one coming out in one specific club, or maybe even two, you know, talking about the Minnesota United team, it's a very good team, you know, so then we kind of observe them over a couple of times, and when we feel like, you know what, maybe we just need to see ourselves in training, you know, in a different environment with the senior national team, then we do that, you know, and that's our job, simple as that.
Last one for Frank Delap.